Well, good evening, folks, or good afternoon, or good morning, depending on what time you've chosen to join me. A very warm welcome, as usual, back to What's for Tea. Or if you're new, welcome to you as well. My name's Cheryl, this is What's for Tea, and I'm just going to take you through an absolutely amazing recipe for a creamy chicken and mushroom bake. There are lots of other things in there, but it's mainly chicken, mushroom and peppers. It's absolutely delicious. But before I move on, I just wanted to say a big thank you to the supporters of the channel over on my Patreon page this month. So we've got Patrick Duncan, Julie Barron, Louise Brown, Lucy Bird, SB, LTP, Megan Guzman, Amanda, Michael Haydorn, Myra Revell, Sean Singh, Subina and Vicky Fee. You're new, so I didn't have time to add you to the list, but thank you all so very much. It does mean you've no idea, it does mean an awful lot, and it helps me keep the channel going as well with the recipes and ingredients and different things. So thank you all very much. And if you're interested in supporting the channel, you'll find a link to my Patreon down below. So go and have a wee look if it's something that you're interested in. So moving on to the recipe, like I said, it's a creamy chicken pasta bake. There are lots of other ingredients in there, but it's essentially a chicken pasta bake, and it's absolutely wonderful. Now, I know that there looks like quite a lot of ingredients there, but it's one of these things that, is just marvellous, and the ingredients disappear really quickly. So yeah, so moving on, let me show you the ingredients. And as usual, all of these ingredients, along with their weights in grams and ounces, will be in the show more box down below. So the first thing I've got for you there is 1 tablespoon of tomato puree, 100 grams of flour. That's just plain flour, but you can use any kind of flour really. It's just a thickener. 100 grams of butter. I've got 2 large chicken breasts, which I've diced into bite-sized chunks. I've got a couple of good handfuls of grated cheddar cheese, a handful of fresh chopped parsley, 500 grams of penne pasta, 1 litre of milk. You'll need 6 or 7 diced mushrooms, 2 or 3 cloves of chopped garlic, 1 large onion finely diced, 2 bell peppers, again diced. I've chosen a yellow and a red, but you can use whatever colour you like. 1 to 2 balls of fresh mozzarella. I've got 1 chicken oxo cube, that's just chicken bouillon powder if you can't get oxo cube where you are. Half a teaspoon of nutmeg, 1 teaspoon of paprika, I used smoked paprika, 1 teaspoon of cumin, you can use the seeds or ground, 1 teaspoon of oregano. You'll also need salt and pepper and a splash of olive oil for frying. So yeah, that's it. Let's move on. Like I said, the only other ingredients you'll need are the oil and salt and pepper. So the first thing we're going to do is get the chicken started. There's 3 stages: your chicken, your pasta and your sauce. So pop in your garlic, your mushrooms and your onion to some hot oil. Now you just want to saute or cook these for about 5 minutes, just to soften them up nicely. I just popped a lid on because I feel that sort of speeds it up a wee bit. So once they're nice and soft, just give them a good stir around, and we're now going to pop in your chicken. So these are quite big chicken breasts, so I've used 2, but again, you can use as much or as little as you like, and this will feed 5 to 6 people. If it's for less, if you just want it for 2 or 3, just half the ingredients. So you just want to cook your chicken until it's completely white all over and you can't see any pink. And then you can pop in your diced peppers. Just give them a good stir around. Give them a cook for a couple of minutes, and then you can pop in your tomato puree and then your spices. Like I said, I'm going to be using some nutmeg, which we're not going to use just now though, and then paprika and the cumin and the oregano. So those 3 go in, and just keep back your nutmeg. That's for your sauce. Give everything a good stir together. And then you can pop in your chicken oxo cube. But like I said, if you can't find a chicken oxo cube, just use a teaspoon of whatever chicken bouillon you have. Give it a good stir around. We're just going to pop in a generous amount of salt and fresh black pepper. Again, you can use as much or as little as you like. And now I'm going to add half of the parsley. You want to keep the other half for later on. And again, just give it a good stir together. And that's it, done. Now it's not really coming over on camera, but the colour of this was so vibrant and beautiful. So set that to the side and you're just going to get your pasta on now. So you want to get some water up to the boil. Once it's at the boil, put in some salt and then your pasta. This is just standard bag of Penne pasta. Bring that back up to the boil and let this simmer for about 10 minutes. You want it quite tender but not completely soft because it will cook in the oven as well. The last thing you're going to do is your sauce. So pop your butter into the pan, get it melted and then add your flour. Give it a good stir together and you want to cook this for 2 to 3 minutes. Just let it cook out. That just gets rid of the, the raw flour flavour or texture. So give that a couple of minutes and then you can start adding your litre of milk. Just do this in stages. And this will ensure you've got a lovely lump-free, smooth sauce at the end. So just keep adding and stirring. And you will eventually end up with a beautiful, smooth sauce, like I said, just like this. Now, the last thing you want to do is pop in your nutmeg. This gives it a beautiful flavour. Another wee bit of salt and pepper. A good stir together. And that's your sauce done as well. So by this stage, your pasta should be done. Like I said, you don't want it too soft. Just cook it for about 10 minutes. Now you can drain your pasta and add it to your chicken mixture. Give it a thorough mix through. And then you're going to pop in the rest of your fresh parsley. Really easy this, guys. It's so simple. And I'm telling you, the flavour is incredible. And all you have to do now is assemble. You just want to layer it up. So pop half of your pasta and chicken in, half of your white sauce, half of your grated cheddar. And then just repeat that process again. So the rest of your pasta, give it a good press down because we're coming to the top of your dish now. The other half of your sauce and then the other half of your grated cheese. Now you just want to top this off with your fresh mozzarella. Just pull bits off of the ball and place it all over the top. Now it's up to you how much mozzarella you use. I used 2 balls, but you can use the 1 if you prefer. It depends how gooey you like it. All you have to do now is pop this into the middle of your oven for about 20 to 25 minutes and your temperatures are there for you to see until it's nice and brown and bubbling like this one. And oh my goodness, it was wonderful. Like I said, this will serve 5 to 6 people quite generously. There's 4 of us going to have this and the rest will go into the freezer. If it's for less people, if it's just for 3 or 4 people, just have the ingredients. Now, I would just let this sit for a few minutes because it's bubbling hot. It's like a volcano. And we're just going to have ours with some garlic bread. So that's it there. It doesn't film too pretty, but let me tell you, this flavour combination is insanely good. Highly recommended if you've got the ingredients. A lot of these ingredients you might find that you have already. Like I said, we just had some garlic bread at the side, so definitely put that one on your to-do list, because I know a lot of you, especially just now the way things are doing a lot more cooking, and a lot of you have contacted me over on Instagram to show me what you're doing, and somebody sent me a picture the other day of my beef hot pot that they'd done and it looked absolutely amazing, and they got the kids involved, and I just love to see that. So do let me know if you're planning on giving this one a go, if you can't get the ingredients or if you're planning on doing it in the future. Do follow me over on Instagram and send me your photos. I just love to see them. So that's me for this week's wee recipe, and I will be back during the week with my shopping haul, and then possibly another wee sneaky recipe maybe at the end of the week. I'm not sure yet, but I will let you know. And then as usual, I'll be back on Sunday with meals of the week. So hopefully I'll see you back for one or all of those videos. So until I see you next, guys, mind to take care of yourselves, and I really do mean take care of yourselves till all of this blows over. And from our wee humble kitchen in Scotland to yours, wherever you are in the world, lots of love, take care, and bye for now. Bye now.